The main technique of data science for fraud detection. In this article, we will introduce you the definition of data science for fraud detection, the way they works and the main technique. Some challenges as well. Continue reading to learn more. An overview of data science for fraud detection. In many industries, fraud is a pervasive and expensive issue. It can take many various forms, including identity theft, insurance fraud, and credit card fraud. Because fraudsters are always coming up with new ways to defraud people. Conventional methods of fraud detection are no longer adequate. Data science is a multidisciplinary discipline that combines domain knowledge, computer science, statistics, and domain expertise. Data science is employed in the context of fraud identification to create algorithms and models that can recognize patterns and anomalies in massive datasets and spot fraudulent activity. Transaction data, customer data, and historical data are just a few of the many sources of information that can be used to identify fraud. This data may include a large number of irrelevant factors and is frequently noisy and incomplete. To pre-process the data and extract pertinent features that can be used for fraud detection, data scientists employ a variety of methods. How does data science for fraud detection? Fraud identification requires the use of data science. By searching for patterns, anomalies, and trends in vast quantities of data, it is intended to spot fraudulent activity. A basic overview of how data science is applied in fraud detection is provided below. Data gathering. Gathering data from various sources, including money transactions, customer information, and other pertinent data, is the first stage in detecting fraud. Data preparation. To make data appropriate for analysis, data must be cleaned, pre-processed, and transformed after it has been collected. Data analysis. Various data analysis methods are used at this stage to find patterns, anomalies, and trends that could be signs of fraudulent activity. Data extraction, machine learning, and statistical analysis are all included. Model construction. Following data analysis, a predictive model using machine learning algorithms is created that can spot fraud trends instantly. In order to enhance this model's performance and accuracy, it is then trained on the data collection. Model deployment. The trained model is put to use in the fraud detection program, where it reviews inbound information and alerts the user to any suspicious transactions or activities. Monitoring and updating. To make sure the scam detection system is operating properly, it is constantly watched over. The system is updated in response to any new fraud trends to ensure their capture. The main technique of data science for fraud detection. A common method for extracting features is anomaly recognition. Finding odd trends or events in the data that might point to fraud requires anomaly detection. A credit card transaction that is significantly bigger than the customer's usual spending pattern, for instance, might be deemed suspicious. Clustering is a different method for feature extraction. Clustering is the process of assembling comparable customers or transactions based on shared traits. This makes it easier to spot groups of deals or clients who are more likely to commit fraud. Data scientists can use machine learning algorithms to create predictive models that can spot fraudulent behavior after extracting the pertinent features from the data. Decision trees, random forests, and neural networks are just a few of the machine learning algorithms that can be used to identify fraud. Using supervised learning algorithms is one popular method of fraud discovery. Algorithms for supervised learning are taught using labeled data, which has already been classified as either fraudulent or not. In order to determine whether new deals or customers are fraudulent, the algorithm learns to spot trends in the labeled data. Using unsupervised learning algorithms is another method of fraud discovery. Unsupervised learning algorithms find patterns and anomalies in the data on their own. They are not taught on labeled data. These algorithms can be used to spot activities or behaviors that might be signs of fraud. Data scientists can examine the data and find patterns that might not be immediately obvious using data visualization techniques in addition to creating predictive models. For instance, a visualization might show that particular times of day or specific locations are where fraudulent trades are most likely to happen. In addition to fraud discovery, data science can also be used for fraud prevention.